guys, how are we all doing? I know it has been ages again since I've been here, I know. But life is finally stopped. Life being so hard, shall we say? We have had to find new routines in our household. I've gone from being in a relationship to being single, and the challenges of that it's been okay. It's just been a learning curve. And also I have Luke, who is a dependent adult. So I've gone from sharing that task with another adult to being the main carer again. And it's fine, we're getting along fine. We're just having to, as I said, get new routines in. Now, Luke's back to doing his YouTube channel slowly, and I look very yellow, I apologise. He's back to doing his YouTubing, and I thought it was about time I got back to doing mine. I have not been doing a lot of crafting as such, but the other week I decided to start on a hexagon cardigan. It's not been something that called my name before, but it did. And I've done, let's see, the colours aren't that bad actually. So one front, and I stopped there because I didn't want a very long gapey sleeve. So I've gone that far, and we'll see where we go from there. I can add to the other sides, just don't want to add any more length. I want to take this one in a bit, and I'm using Papatcha Batik from, I got these on sale from the Knitting Network. It's just DK, standard DK acrylic, and this is Milano Super Value double knitting I got from the Knitting Network too. Acrylic, 300 meters or 328 yards, and it's supposed to be black, but it's a very, very dark charcoal rather than a true black. So that's what I've been doing, is working on this, and it has been taking me ages because I sliced the top of my thumb off. It's healing now. There's no blood or gore, it's just awkward, and I had a big plaster. Well, I had like 5 or 6 plasters or band-aids, as you called them, on there, and it made it very, very slow going. Also, what else? Oh yeah, the 80's called. My oldest granddaughter said to me, Nana, can you knit me some leg warmers? I looked at her and I laughed. I said, yeah, of course I can. What colour do you want? Oh, baby pink, please. So I've done these, but I do need to sew in the ends, and she only wanted shorter ones. So I did 60 stitches and did 2x2 rib. So now the other granddaughter wants a pair too, so I've got to do hers and baby blue. So the 80's called. It just made me think of because I grew up in the 80's. It made me think of rah-rah skirts and leg warmers and fame and all sorts. And yeah, I feel old. So now I've finished one pair, I've got to start on another pair. Those should go a bit faster. So what else have I been up to since I saw you all last? We get a lot of dog walking in, obviously, and I'm absolutely loving it at the moment. We've had quite a lot of sunny weather, and we've got the cherry blossom on the tree at the moment coming down like confetti earlier on when I was out. It has been a lovely day out there. I'm really enjoying all the sunshine and spring stuff. I know I should have written down a list. I'm so out of practice talking to the camera and remembering what I want to say. I have got to say thank you. I've got new subscribers. I don't know how because I've not been posting, but thank you all. If you're new here, drop a comment. Let me know who you are. How did you hear about me? Yeah, really look forward to getting to know you all. Where are you from? If you don't know me, I'm Jules or Julie, and I live in the south of England in Hampshire. And I'm a mum, I'm a nana. I love to knit, crochet, cook, read, create on all sorts of different levels. And apparently I can't talk and crochet and count at the same time. I can do it with knitting, but at the moment I'm stuck wanting to get on with this hexagon cardigan. What's everybody else working on? Inquiring minds want to know. I love to know what everybody's doing. I love it when my friend texted me the other day and she'd made this joined a knitting group on Facebook, and they were doing a challenge of so many squares a day, and the squares had knitted squares with designs. And she'd done her first one the other day and she texted me to show me a picture, and it's got baby footprint. And she did a really good job on that. It really pleased me that she let me know what she was doing. I love it's part nosiness, but I love to celebrate with people when they do things too. Not enough gold stars get given out these days, do they? Not that I ever got many, but we don't cheer each other on enough. I know we do on YouTube. There is such a big community of people to lift you up and help you out. But I sometimes feel if you just somebody at home and you haven't got a support group around you, you don't get recognised enough. And we're all our own worst critics. So my friend isn't on YouTube and she doesn't post anywhere with her stuff. So I love to see when she does something, and I'll be honest, if it's not good, I'll tactfully say, well, that's nice, but have you considered doing so and so? But 99% of the time she's better than me with these things, and it's a shame she hasn't got a YouTube channel to show these things off. And I've got no idea how we got onto my friend and her knitting, but there you go. Oh yes, the wonderful community here on YouTube. And it's been lovely because while I've been off YouTube and haven't been posting, there's been a friend of mine on YouTube, and you know who you are, thank you very much, has been checking in on me and gently making sure that I'm okay, and she's been there to listen. And yeah, it's been nice to have that person online who's not been involved in life or would feel they had to be slightly biased or take sides. Not that anybody's taken any sides this end. So yeah, YouTube is a brilliant place. It can be. You hear horror stories about people on YouTube and things that have happened and nasty trolls, but I haven't got there yet. And I'm really pleased with that. Oh yeah, and I've been reading actual books. My thing is usual audio books, but getting into my new routines and things, I've been being a lot kinder on myself and taking a lot more time for myself on top of having to do everything. I've been going to bed earlier and I don't really sleep well, but I've actually been reading books. All right, they've been on Kindle mainly, but I've been reading books. And things like having a cup of tea in the garden. I'm not a big tea drinker up until now, but it's all about being kind to myself and taking the time out to enjoy the small things that I used to enjoy before. Sorry, counting. And I'm noticing more when I'm out and about, instead of being, my mind's not in so much of a rush anymore. It's not so full of needless worries, should I say, and I'm enjoying more. So this is a bit of a rambly one. It's not a lot to do with crochet or knitting or baking, but it is just to say hello. And I'm going to not promise to post every day or anything, but I am going to be putting YouTube back into my rotation. That's the wrong word. Into my new routines. Because what we've been doing for the past few weeks, me and my son, is we've been building up our routines to work with what we need to do, but also in a way that we can handle it. So instead of saying, right, we need to do X, Y, and Z, and we're going to do it all now, we've been adding in our routines bit by bit. And today was the day that I decided that YouTube had to come back. I have really missed doing it. I have in my notebook, which I've got no idea where I put it in my diary, but it's around here somewhere. I have been writing down things that I want to do or talk about. Although for the moment it may not all be just craft related. You may get a bit of day-to-day life in there. I do want to get more cooking in on the channel because it's something I enjoy doing. And I nearly dragged you all into the kitchen the other day, but it got a bit complicated. I'd got into my head that I was going to... My older son's vegetarian, so when I cook for him and when he comes round, I make sure that he's got something vegetarian to eat, or I will adapt what we're doing. And he was coming round on Easter, or just before Easter, for a meal. It turned out he came a few days late, but that doesn't matter. I'd had it in my mind that I was going to make a vegetarian trifle, not out of a packet. So I got the vegetarian jelly or jello. And I decided the cream layer was going to be a banana cremeaux. I think that's pronounced right. So I started from scratch with bananas and steeped, is that the word? Steeped them in milk and vanilla, and then the next day made a custard and whipped cream and everything, and it got rather faffy for a layer of custard. Apparently it's called cremeaux, and it was absolutely delicious, and we got there in the end. But it's things like that. If I'm going on a journey and deciding I'm going to try something new or discover something new, I may just drag the camera out and see where we go with that. Next month being May, it's my birthday in May. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway on May the 1st. And I'm going to try and do daily short vlogs of what I've been up to in May. However, I don't think they'll get posted every day, but I am going to try and do a few minutes filming every day, even if I put all the days together. So that's what I've got planned for May so far. And I've got a few outings planned. I've got a few things planned to do. And just basic day-to-day life and the things I get up to. It's not going to be wildly exciting, but even if it's only 5 minutes of filming in a day, it will get me back to remembering to get the camera out and do something for the day or for YouTube, because it felt so alien to sit down here in front of a camera. I can't even look at myself today. I had to get my crochet out to do it. But that is just nerves. I'm feeling all right now. I'm nattering away, though. I could natter away for England, as they say. Oh, that reminds me. No, not quite. I have spent a lot of time over on Facebook in the past few weeks. Don't ask me why. I'm filling. I think it was filling in time, and it was just mindless reading. And I've cut down my friends list over on there. The amount of people who were disrespectful and being mean and nasty to other people, I'm not tolerating that anymore. There's been a lot of clearing out over there, and in my mind, why do I need to tell you that? I don't know. It just come up in my brain. So I'm probably going to be going. I don't know. Think, Julie. Form your words first, then speak. I have been going through a lot of lists. I went through Facebook and I deleted the people that I didn't know, or I didn't like the way they dealt with everybody else, or were very negative. And I went through Facebook the other day and unfollowed a lot of people that I no longer watch. Because if I've learned anything recently, it's what is valuable to my life, to my time. I have less time, and priorities are to watch and be around the people that are important or give me some value. That sounds selfish, but not really. I had a wonderful time earlier on. I was watching Missy from Mrs. Yana First and More. I forgot. Oh, pardon me. If you don't know Missy, I'll link her below and you can go over and see. She just really makes me smile. She's so generous with her time and her crochet, and she just has such a bright, bubbly persona, and it always makes me smile to watch Missy. And I was also watching, I come across a short when I was on here earlier. Sam from By Hook or By Needles has willingly put herself as a victim, I think it's a victim, on Hooker versus Hooker. And her short just cracked me up. Lala and Jan don't know what they're getting into. I'm sure you all know Laura or Lala from Mad Moomy's Crochet and Farming, and Jan from an Alaskan Crafter. If you don't, I will link those as well. I think Sam is going to have a whale of a time on Hooker versus Hooker. She usually does a project following their colours anyway. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching that one. As I said, I've not really been watching YouTube lately. I think I've watched a few of Missy's, a couple of Sam's, By Hook or By Needle. I've watched a couple of Matford Makes Sam's videos. I think I watched a Lala Patapalooza the other week, and I am just so behind on it all. So if anything exciting or important has happened and I've missed it, please let me know. Please do, because I may never catch up, and I hate missing things. I'm too nosy. Anyway, I've nattered on for 20 minutes, over 20 minutes now. I just wanted to say thank you all for being here and listening to me natter. If you're still here, thank you. And I will be back sooner than that, rather than later, soon. So take care, love to you all, and bye for now. Stay crafty.